Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
The number of alleged victims of church sex abuse now hits 80. Plus, what impact is global warming having on the population of giant clams in Guam's waters? And we'll show you how some island residents are rolling up their sleeves and putting in sweat equity to earn the home of their dreams. Happy day, everybody, and good evening. I'm Jason Salas alongside Crystal Paco, and topping our newscast tonight, tragedy as a car crash over the weekend has left one person dead. The island's chief medical examiner could only confirm that an adult female passed away as a result of injuries sustained in that crash. An autopsy was conducted today, but findings are being withheld due to the ongoing police investigation. We have learned that the Highway Patrol Division has been activated to investigate, but no details have been released as of yet.
More tragic news. A male miner is pronounced dead after a drowning incident at Marble Cave in Manilao. The Guam Fire Department was called to the scene around 2 this afternoon. CPR was conducted on scene and en route to the Guam Regional Medical City. The medical examiner's office confirms an autopsy is scheduled for Wednesday. Another former altar boy shares his story of sexual abuse. 53-year-old RP was an altar boy at Talafofo Parish when he alleges he was sexually molested by Father Louis Brouillard in the early 1970s. Although he wasn't a Boy Scout, RP and his cousin were interested in joining, so they attended a jamboree at Ipan Public Beach. The boys shared a tent that night when they were approached by Brouillard, who was a scoutmaster. Brouillard allegedly came into the tent and lied down with the boys before exposing his private parts. Although the boys laughed, the priest then forced both RP and his cousin to touch him and masturbate him. RP is suing for $10 million in damages. He marks the 80th victim to file suit.
In other island news headlines, freshman Senator Talina Nelson is now the acting chairperson of the Legislative Committee on Rules. Officials from the senator's office confirmed this afternoon, as last week at the end of legislative session, Senator Mike Sinicolas formally submitted his resignation as chair. At that time, Senator Nelson was serving as vice chair of the committee. Her first meeting as acting chairperson is on Wednesday, where that committee will address the permanent vacancy of the chairperson. The meeting takes place at the Guam Congress building at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Some not so good news for those anticipating the carnival. The Liberation Carnival is postponed yet again. According to Mayor's Council of Guam Executive Director Angel Sablan, the carnival, the Liberation Queen's coronation, and the fireworks display for Independence Day are all being postponed due to bad weather until July 12th.
Now today, KUAM News did pay a visit to the carnival grounds, and a few more rides have been put up. Yet the old Festpac village, where vendors were set up games in Higanya, is mostly bare bones. While casino gambling is out this year, carnival goers can still expect to see bingo. Sablan says they're currently negotiating to see if the recently constructed facility for casino gaming can be used. As we did report, investors were trying to recoup their costs for construction and the purchase of supplies. The carnival will begin on July 12th and will run weekly from Wednesday through Sunday until August 13th from 6 p.m. to midnight. The Liberation Queen's coronation will also take place on opening night at sundown. Well, on Sunday, the Menengan Memorial Foundation held their day-long commemoration to honor and to pay tribute to the survivors of the Japanese occupation of Guam. Sabrina Salas-Matanani was there and files this next story.
The day-long commemoration began Sunday at 7 a.m. at the Chiguian massacre site in Jigo. Members of the Guam Air and Army National Guard assembled to begin the Freedom Run. Master Sergeant Jerry Damion's mother was a survivor of the Japanese occupation of Guam during World War II.
I was really young when I heard that story, and my mom had passed away a long time ago, but I just felt in my heart that maybe I can give back or try to trace their footsteps, and see how they felt, and their sacrifice that they've made.
Damion was one of the hundreds of runners who took part in the Freedom Run. Although Chiguian was the start, at 8 a.m. others joined in. Menengan Memorial Foundation volunteer Roseanne Villagomez-Uggan.
You will have runners coming in from the north and runners coming in from the south that symbolize all the marches from the different parts of the island.
The runners carrying their flags from the various sites would then converge at the Ilig Bridge to hand them over to war survivor 80-year-old Juan Guzman.
On behalf of the Guam Police Department and Chief Joe Cruz, it was an honor to carry these flags for you. I know the people that suffered from World War II on this Menengan walk.
Guzman hasn't missed a memorial service since the Menengan Memorial Foundation started hosting them almost 20 years ago. Matter of fact, in the past, he's actually ran from his home village of Agate all the way to Menengan.
I decided as long as I live, I will never miss this event because I survived the Menengan March.
While Guzman walked the mile-and-a-half trek to the Menengan Memorial Site, many other survivors rode a designated VIP charter bus. They were greeted by Foundation President, former Senator Willie Flores.
On behalf of the Menengan Memorial Foundation, we are very proud and honored to do this commemoration march to remember the hardships that you folks went through, to remember the sufferings that you folks went through, to remember those who didn't make it, to remember those who made it but are not with us today.
During the Japanese occupation of Guam, thousands of Chamorros from all over the island were forced to march to the Menengan concentration camp with little to no provisions. Some were beaten and died along the way, but others managed to survive, like 80-year-old Francisco Blas. He says this is his first time to attend the memorial service.
I'm actually happy to be here, to actually bring that memory to the people and remember them, the people that they're not here.
When the survivors finally arrived at the site, a memorial service in Mass recited in Chamorro was held in their honor. Senator Regine Bisco Lee was in high school when her father helped plan one of the memorial services. This year, she served as a chairperson for the event.
My generation has never known this kind of hardship, and I pray that we never will.
Now, make sure and stay tuned for an upcoming episode of Sabrina's TV special, We Always Remember, which focuses on the Menengan concentration camp.
If you're celebrating the Independence holiday, the Guam Police Department reminds residents to celebrate responsibly. Highway Patrol will be conducting DUI checkpoints on Tuesday and Friday night. Checkpoints will be set up in Tumon, Dedero, Mangilao, Hagåtña, and Chalampago.
Well, please do stick around, everybody. Coming up, a naturalization ceremony was held for the newest batch of United States citizens.
Stay tuned. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on. And to the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
Celebrate more data on the ITE Family Share Plan. Get the amazing Samsung Galaxy S8 and an S7 for just $198 when you bundle your mobile plans on a share plan.
Drive and discover today at Cars Plus in Mighty. Voted Guam's best dealership, there's no better time to drive home a new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram from Cars Plus. Like a rugged Jeep Wrangler 4x4 of the decade. Save up to $4,500 off. Or save $8,000 off a Jeep Cherokee. How about a new Ram 1500 Crew Cab? Voted Guam's best truck 2 years in a row. Right now, save up to $8,500 off. Drive and discover today at Cars Plus in Mighty. Driven by you.
Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven-baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
The Down Syndrome Association of Guam exists to support families of individuals with Down syndrome. We're a group of parents who have children with Down syndrome and know the joys and challenges of raising them. For more information about the health, development, and education of a child or adult with Down syndrome, please contact Vicky Areola at 472-6114.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
All right, Hafa and welcome back, everybody. Our island's H-2B visa crisis leaves plenty of uncertainty for the construction market.
But that won't stop more than a dozen low to moderate income families from realizing their dream of home ownership, even if it means build it themselves. These aren't H-2 workers. These are future homeowners making their dream of home ownership a reality, literally from the ground up.
This is where the families self-built their homes through our organization who provides technical assistance and guidance in building their home from ground zero up.
It's called Sweat Equity. According to Micronesia Community Development Corporation Executive Director Carlos Camacho, homeowners must put in the labor to realize the cost savings. The pilot launched in Mangilau's Sagin Bonita subdivision last month. While it's a first for Guam, the program is modeled after those in the States.
Under the United States Department of Agriculture Rural Development, there's a program called Mutual Self-Help Housing. That's where the family's got to contribute 65% of the labor. The other 35% is done by professional trades. The family sweat equity is a variable that brings the cost down. The average home from their sweat equity is discounted by $35,000.
26-year-old Laura Fernandez works as an administrative assistant. Over the weekend, she's working among her future neighbors, laying the foundation for their dream homes.
I've been renting since I was out of high school pretty much, and that money's going nowhere, and I wanted to put it somewhere, so this is great that it's going to the house now once it's built.
Next door is Cleo Castro. The mother of 3 currently lives with family, but can't wait to give her girls room to grow up and grow old in a house she helped build herself.
Isn't it everyone's? At the age of 28, you want to own your own house at a young age so your family can be set. They grow up in your one household, and then in the end, it could become theirs.
Each of the 13 homes must be built simultaneously over the course of the year. 7 homes will follow in another subdivision also located in Mangilao. Only in week 2 of the project, and already there's another apparent building in progress.
The families build a community. They're not even neighbors yet.
Just in time for the 4th of July, meet the nation's newest citizens. 54 men and women from the People's Republic of China, the Republic of Guatemala, and the Republic of the Philippines pledged their allegiance to the United States of America during a special Independence Day naturalization ceremony at the District Court of Guam. Among them, 77-year-old Eliza Gomez Bernardo, who has called Guam home for the last 2 decades. Bernardo says she's excited to vote for our local leaders, but most of all be a part of the country that is the land of the free.
I want to be one part of the American society, and I want to vote. I'm very happy, and as if I'm a free person.
The Guam Passport Office and the Guam Election Commission were on site, so today's newly naturalized citizens could apply for a U.S. passport and register to vote in Guam elections.
Education news for you now as officials from the U.S. DOE Programs Office will be visiting Guam in the next few months. Superintendent John Fernandez says the office monitors the island's $28 million in consolidated grant funding.
We believe they will be able to come out in September to do programmatic monitoring. So that'll be this will be the staff that basically reviews our consolidated grant investments and approves that application every year. So that's an important piece of the puzzle.
While Guam's consolidated grant funding increased by $2 million this year, it's expected to drop by roughly $8 million if the president's current budget is approved. This has forced the Guam DOE to look into possible adjustments. A needs assessment survey was conducted in May, with Fernandez noting the results will help guide his agency's future use of federal funds. Well, in other news tonight, if you don't see many giant clams around Guam, it's because there are not many now that the species is being affected more and more by global climate change. Isabaza explains in this next report.
It's an issue across the globe. Warming ocean temperatures aren't only affecting coral, but also giant clams.
We have 4 or 5 species. Out of the 5 that we have, one is definitely locally gone extinct, which is a Tridacna gigas, which is the big one that gets up to 1.5 meters in width, and they think maybe up to 200 years old.
University of Guam biology professor Dr. Dan Lindstrom said the clams are an integral part of the coral reef and are sensitive to the environmental degradations associated with global climate change.
Anything that will block light will harm them. So more runoff from land, making the water less clear, and warming too. So a lot in the news lately has been stories of coral bleaching, which is basically those little algae leave the coral animal itself. Same thing happens with the clams.
He said repeated coral bleaching events like the ones Guam has seen over the past 4 years can cause these giant clams to eventually die off. The island is currently in a coral bleach warning by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, meaning bleaching could occur in just 1 to 4 weeks. At the same time, the National Marine Fisheries Service announced last week that a petition to list 7 species of giant clams as endangered or threatened may be warranted due to substantial scientific and commercial information.
I think all giant clams are listed at some level with ICUN to be protected.
Aside from being important to Guam's reefs, the clams are also important to the Chamorro culture.
The sanahi, that crescent-shaped huge necklace that Chamorros wear, is made from the base where the 2 halves of the clam come together.
Dr. Lindstrom is currently conducting research to identify which types of clams are present here in Guam.
We can start to figure out where it's found, what its population structure is, and work to preserve that.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
All right, everybody, coming up in sports, our guy Double D has a recap of youth hoop action from the weekend. But first, here is your island weather.
What can I say? My family was tired of seeing red from internet data caps. We switched to GTA and life is good again. Sure, it took a bit of time for some of us to adjust to our newfound internet freedom.
Don't turn off the show. How does it end?
Relax, honey. The data limits are gone. You can watch the whole show now.
But we're all happy with the change, and I think it's even earned me some cool points.
You rock, Mom.
That's right. It's getting lit up in here. How about that?
Okay. So I need to finish this homework now.
Okay, I'm done. My son, though, he's in the midst of a serious rebellion. Rebelling against an alien invasion, that is. Yeah.
Free yourself. Switch to GTA Home Internet today. Truly unlimited with no data caps or additional usage fees.
A wise man once said that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. You don't always see that 10% coming when you get hurt or feel the devastation. For over 40 years, Alpha Insurers reacts quickly for you to provide you with peace of mind. Always. Alpha Insurers. Protecting your good things in life.
Reduce your energy costs with GPA's Energy Sense program. Energy Sense provides cash rebates with the purchase of qualified energy-efficient air conditioners, washers, and dryers that help reduce your energy usage. Contact GPA today at 647-5787, 8 or 9 to learn more about Energy Sense and other ways to help reduce your monthly energy usage and save money by using energy more efficiently. For more Energy Sense saving ideas, visit GuamPowerAuthority.com or like us on Facebook. Energy Sense makes good sense.
Hey, I thought you were choosing the flute.
Everyone was doing flute.
Buick now has an SUV for that.
Where's your gutter?
Hey, Mom, it's a tuba.
Get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,250 purchase allowance on all Envision Preferred and Enclave leather models when you finance through GM Financial. Hurry, offer ends July 10th.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. The GFA has a new president, going to call shots now for soccer on island. Representatives from 13 clubs on hand to cast their votes over the weekend at the GFA National Training Center. The Guam Football Association member clubs voted Tino San Gil as the organization's new president 7-6 over opposing candidate, the Honorable Justice Robert J. Torres Jr., in a special election held during an extraordinary Congress Saturday morning at the GFA. Of the 13 voting member clubs, 7 voted for San Gil and 6 voted for Torres. Prior to his new role as president, San Gil has been heavily involved in football in Guam, serving for over a decade as general secretary. San Gil takes over acting president Pascual Artero. The next GFA presidential election will be held in 2020. San Gil went on to say, "I would like to thank all of GFA's member clubs for exercising their right to vote at the election via telephone after the election. I am confident that by working collaboratively with all stakeholders, GFA will move in the best direction for the long-term interests of our players, coaches, executives, officials, staff, sponsors, supporters, and the local community." Guam Elite Basketball Youth Summer Showcase from T's in 12 and under division. Island Wolves won, lacing up against the Island Chiefs. Bailey Sablon with the bounce pass inside to Xander Sanchez. Banks open, Sanchez going window for 2 points. Chiefs putting up the shot from the outside. Sablon with position, pulls down the rebound and takes it down court. Xander Sanchez running to pick up the loose ball, drives baseline and gets the shot to go. 8 points in the game for Sanchez. Sean Kenga working on the defender. Cross-court pass to Sean Lamparero. Spot up 3. Drano. Ball rattles in for the score. Brandon Solik had a big game for the Island Wolves. Solik going in between the legs with the dribble. Splits the defenders and gets the scoop shot to fall after the 2-step to get to the rim. Wolves working the inbound play. Bailey Sablon cuts baseline and uses the backboard to get the finish. The Island Wolves picked up the win over the Island Chiefs 40-15. Sean Kenga led the Island Chiefs with 6 points. Chiefs hustle after pulling down the rebound. Kenga already down court on the break. Goes left-handed for the bucket off glass in his team's losing effort. Local bodybuilder and personal trainer Greg Monk was named Classic Physique Overall Champion in the John Lindsay 2017 Patriots Challenge competition held over the weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. Monk is a personal trainer at Paradise Fitness and co-developed and co-coaches the Core 6 and Core 4 programs. The Triple J Youth Bowler of the Month, Naya Timinglow, and second seed Noah Timinglow battled for the coveted title. The siblings took their match into the late frames to decide the winner. Noah chipped away at the 46-pin handicap to take the match 237-224. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
It's Nissan's Stay Fit sales event.
Fitness is important. You Nissan service pros are like trainers for my car's fitness.
Now check out this heart racing deal. Frontier King cab starts at just $117 per pay period. No kidding, the Frontier King cab starting at just $117 per pay period. And your new car fit kit includes free service, free car washes, and your own personal fitness watch.
Keeping it fit and clean with free car washes leaves me more time to focus on keeping myself fit.
The Stay Fit sales event. Find out more at Nissan Upper Tucson or online at NissanGuam.com.
If you like the iconic chalupa from Taco Bell, you're gonna love this. Double the seasoned beef with nacho cheese sauce. The new limited edition double chalupa. Love it while it lasts. Only at Taco Bell.
Welcome to
No envelopes?
No deposit slips?
Welcome to
Wow.
That's it?
That's really easy.
Welcome to the new Bank of Hawaii Easy Deposit ATMs for personal and business accounts. Just insert your checks or cash. No deposit slips or envelopes. Confirm your deposit and get a receipt with your checks printed right on it. Welcome to the next generation of
Wow.
Cool.
Easy.
Welcome to tomorrow. Bank of Hawaii.
You can't choose who sits next to you. But at least you can choose two of your favorites from McDonald's McPick 2 menu.
Choose any two at McDonald's for $3. A McDouble sandwich, a medium fry, or a medium drink. McPick 2 for $3 for a limited time.
The hot summer savings event is going on now at Triple J. With only 1.9% financing on all new vehicles, now is the time to buy. Plus, receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate with every purchase. Get unbelievable deals on all remaining 2016s and all new 2017 models. That's right, 1.9% financing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Lincolns, Volvos, Mazdas, and Kias. Plus a free $500 Kmart gift certificate. Get pre-approved instantly at TripleJGuam.com. Triple J says yes. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J, customers first.
Happy Liberation Day, Guam, from AutoSpot Buick GMC.
All right, before we close out the news tonight, Crystal is going to read our first birthday shout-out, considering I just stole her line. So, Crystal, the honor is yours.
Happy birthday, Zoe Jean Kyra, and happy belated birthday to Master Chief Paul Taikenko, wishing our brother a happy birthday and many more to come from Lori, Texas, and your familia in Guam.
Master Chief, Halo. All right, and Christopher Anthony T. Floyd, happy birthday to you, sir.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Career Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com.
All right, everybody, please stay tuned. There is much more coming up, so sit tight.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Triple J says yes.